John from Joyland Roofing here. I'm going to talk about roofing, wood roofing shingles. So if you have questions about wood roofing shingles or shakes and whether or not you're trying to decide whether or not you want them on your house, hopefully this video is for you. The first one I have here is what's called a taper sawn shingle. This is known as a royal. So there are perfections and royals, and that's simply the length of the shingle. 18 inches is a perfection, 24 inches is a royal. And what that length simply allows you to do is give you more or less exposure. So sometimes you want a larger, what's called exposure, or the part of the shingle that actually remains exposed on the roof. And a typical exposure is like 5 to 7 inches, but for royals you can make that exposure up to like 10 or 11 inches for a larger shingle look. Now this is a sawn shingle. It's actually known as a wood shingle, not as a wood shake, because it's sawn smooth, as you can see. They come in varying thicknesses, 1/2 inch, 5/8. I would recommend 5/8. If you go much thinner than a 5/8 shingle, they are more susceptible to cupping or warping over time than a thicker shingle is. You'd want to be really careful about the grade that you choose. So there's premium grade, there's grade 1, grade 2, grade 3. I would stay away from the lower grades. That's where you get into trouble with old roofs looking like this, where we see the shingles are cupping and warping. But a really good, premium grade shingle won't warp or cup pretty much during its lifetime, and it's definitely worth the extra investment to go that way instead of try to go cheap with like a number 2 or number 3 grade shingle, only to have them cup and warp over time. Again, this is a wood shingle. Now here I also have what's called a hand split. So here you can see the difference between a hand split look versus a taper sawn look. A taper sawn is a much smoother finish, whereas the hand split is literally split by hand. You've got that kind of deep groove, grainy look on the shingle. It looks really cool, especially a thick hand split shake looks really good. You'll hear sometimes people referring to them as wood shingles and other times wood shakes. A hand split is known as a shake, and a taper sawn is known as a wood shingle. A couple of key factors to keep in mind when you're trying to decide on a wood shake system or a wood shingle system: go with a thicker shingle, don't go with a 1/2 inch. Go with a premium or clear grade, or maybe grade 1, because you don't want them warping and cupping over time. And that will definitely extend the lifetime of your wood shake roof for a long time. It's a natural Western red cedar shingle, and so another thing I love about these shakes is that the color variations. You've got the true red look, and then you've got like a darker, richer brown look that's kind of interspersed throughout the roof. So you kind of have that varied wood look. Now these are going to age quickly, so within 6 to 8 months, you're going to lose that color difference, and they're going to be much more of just like an overall brown, almost golden color. Once the roof is all on, you can buy cap shingles like this that go over the ridge. Another popular, and actually, in my opinion, more preferable, is to go with copper. It looks awesome, and what the copper does is it oxidizes as it rains, and it washes down over the shingles and kind of keeps them cleaner and more free of moss and algae growth. So a couple pros and cons for a wood shake roof. The pros really are mostly the looks. You have a historic building or something where you want that specific wood shake look. If you want a genuine wood shake, authentic kind of thing, these things are awesome. Another pro is obviously it's all natural. They're all natural products, right? We're not using synthetics or tar or anything else. This is just Western red cedar. As far as the cons for a wood shake roof, maintenance-wise, there's not a lot there, but it is very costly for an upfront installation, as opposed to like a shingle roof or something like that. But you're going to be looking at a price range of probably 3 to 5 times what it would be for a shingle roof. Prices do vary a lot just for Western red cedar costs from year to year, based on, is it being imported? Is it truly from, Oregon, Washington? That really kind of drives the prices and makes them somewhat volatile. Another con is they're flammable, right? It's wood. And so if you have a house fire, it's not going to stop at the roof. It's going to chew it right up. So that's something to think about. Obviously, that's not very common. Hopefully it never happens, but they are more flammable than a lot of other roofing materials. So there we have it. My beloved Western red cedar shakes. I love putting them on. It doesn't happen very often, but if you have more detailed questions about which one might be the right one for you or for your scenario, feel free to reach out to me. I'd love to kind of help you decide and give you the options and so forth. Even if you're from out of state, even if I can't service you, I love talking about this stuff, and would love to help you out.